Hi, welcome to Asuke Castle. Asuke Castle is a mountain fortress built on the summit of Mayumi Mountain. It was built in 14th century by the regional lord Suzuki Family. The purpose of his building of this castle is basically for defense and the watchtower. This is a very unique mountain fortress built in the 14th century.
You can see the steep valley. So originally the enemies would come from this valley and try to attack the castle. The castle was built on top of the mountain 301 meters above sea level. It is very difficult to attack and very easy to defend. So the warriors took advantage of the natural steep hills to defend it. It was actually attacked several times, but none was successful.
One time during the Tensho Wars, 10,000 warriors came here and besieged this area. They tried to attack this castle, but that was unsuccessful because they defense side defended this castle very well and shot the guns and finally surrender, gave up to conquer this area and they withdrew. So in the history, this castle has never been surrendered to the enemy because their defense power was extremely strong.
Let's check out the well, which was their primary source of water.
We came to the place of well. Getting the water and the food is very, very important. More or less 30 or 40 soldiers stationed in that area. So the enemy besieged this area. So in order to keep this castle as it is for a long time, water supply is really inevitable. So they prepared 3 wells in this castle. One of them, maybe biggest one, is here. So now in the center of this well, they have the big hole with a depth of 30 meters. So they get some system to get the water from the ground 30 meters deep below.
It's time to climb up to the castle. The warriors were hiding behind these big rocks to shoot their arrows at the enemies. This is the warehouse where the warriors kept their weapons and ammunitions.
On this board, they have an observatory place, and they keep lots of weapons, including gunpowder. They they keep them here. Door is very, very difficult to open. So while the enemy comes here and trying to open it, as a defense side attack them. So this makes this very, very complicated. For the soldiers staying here, there are 40 or 50 soldiers can stay here. So they have to prepare some food. So they need this stove. Tensho War, 10,000 of enemies from the Takeda Shingen group came here to attack this castle. 10,000 people, and for defense side, only 50 people stationed here. But they defended this castle very well. They kept this castle for 2 months without any support from outside. They keep the food and water here. They attack, and finally the enemy side, the Takeda Shingen side, withdraw from this castle because their boss was got injured by the rifle from this castle. So this castle side, Suzuki family side, became a winner of that war, Tensho War. This is the image of warrior during the wartime. This is a helmet and armor, and this is weapon, spear. They use straw like that to absorb the bullet gun. And this is straw sandal or straw shoes. And this is a water container. They need water. Water is really necessary during the war, so they use this well. And this is the stove for cooking. Stove. Of course, there is no fuel or no petrol during that time in the 15th century. They get heat from the burning the wood. And maybe 10 or 20 people can stay and they can eat food here. Storm on the roof. Soldiers stayed for a long time. That's a kind of helmet and armor and so on. Okay. They keep the water here. Sometimes they keep the sake like this.
The mountain over there is a branch fortress where the people over there communicated effectively with the people in the castle to know when the enemies are arriving.
Over this castle, they have a communication network system using the beacon system. So they will shoot the gun from this like this.
It's time to head to the Observatory Tower, which is the highest point of this castle. Now let's head to the VIP section, which is the most important part of this castle.
They set a kind of a beaconing system here. They burn the wood and rounds the smoke. But it's a kind of a password system. Barrack, we call it barrack. They keep some people here, 10 or 20 soldiers can stay here for a long time. Salt, and some banner. Banner shows Suzuki family's two emblems, family emblems. It's dangling wisteria and crossing ear of rice. They use two family emblems. Box to keep the armor. And you can see the gun, matchlock gun. matchlock gun. Matchlock gun was introduced in Japan in the beginning of 16th centuries from Portugal. So they insert the gun barrel and the powder from here, from the top, not from the bottom. So they push it, press it, and they keep the fire by this rope. So rope and the powder fit, they had a kind of explosion and rounds the barrel. That system. Effective shooting range is 150 meters for this size. Shooting range is different, depending on the length of the gun. In this case, the small type, 150.
Let's check out our special entertainment room for the VIPs. This is the view from the VIP section, so they can actually monitor everywhere and see the enemies when they are coming.